Okay, hey, music producers and sound designers, welcome back to the stream. Today, we're going to show you how to turn a weak bass and boring bass into a monster sound that you can use in under 10 minutes. So, let's jump right into it. We're going to jump into Ableton and Reaktor, and we're going to use a new tool that I created called Pro Mix Simple. So, I'm going to pop that in to our chain. Going to put that on the master track, and boom, we got Pro Mix Simple. It includes several different racks that we can use, and that includes our EQ, our glue compressor, our saturator, and our utility plugins. So these are all mapped to macro controls on our left, and they're named and color coded so that you can see when you blend from wet to dry. They're color coded so that you can see your low, your punch, ADSR, your warmth and saturation, and your bass and gain control. So after that, you have your mix knob here, and you can blend between the wet signal and the dry signal. The dry signal just contains nothing, and the wet signal has all of your EQ, compressor, glue compressor, and saturator included in the patch. So when you mix this knob, you're going to get more dry. When you mix it to the left, you're going to get more wet. And you can see that in the chain. We've actually angled them so that as I move through to mix them out, this little tab here, it moves through and we get more dry as we go to the right and more wet. So full signal from our chain inside of this patch. So that's just a quick overview of that patch. The video is really about creating a Reaktor patch, creating a bass. So we've got a basic components here that we want to build out. So I'm going to build a basic bass, just a subtractive bass, and you can hear sound coming out right there. If we want that individual control, we want that button control, I'm going to add in my envelope and turn up the modulation depth. And there we have it. We have a simple bass that we can use. So we started off with our oscillator. We've added a filter to focus the low and punchy low end. We focused that in by removing the high frequencies. I've brought it down to 145 hertz, if you can see there on the filter. And we've also, key plays a big role, or octave plays a big role in creating your bass sounds. So we've made that lower. We chose a lower octave, and we want the filter cut off at a lower point. So we filter out those higher notes, higher frequencies, I should say. And to visualize that, we can go in and we can click on our scope. We can bring in a scope and we can see just how that's affecting our waveform. So I'm going to reorganize my panel a little bit. Just pull these in so that they're more in order of how you would see them in the rack. And finally, we have our scope, which is right there. I'm going to leave that there because it's easy to see. These are nice, big, giant sine waves. And that's great. So it's a little raw, but it's mix ready. So now we're going to drag it into Ableton. I'm going to go ahead and save it. We'll save it as a, We'll save it as a rocky bass. Save that. There we go. We got a rocky bass. Then we'll go back and we'll use our 16 levels of macro control. So that's what it sounds like without it. Without the Pro Mix Ready. Then we add on Pro Mix Ready. Gives it that aggressive tone. Fully wet. Which I think sounds great when you take your Reaktor sounds and you take your sounds and you apply them with a Pro Mix Simple. So let's go here. And we are going to record something in. Okay. Let's see what we recorded. That's after. This is before. After. You can see the saturation, the heaviness, and the better feel on the bass. Gives it more character and brings it more to life. Add a simple drum loop to that. We can fix that a little bit. Add a little quantization. Shorten it. There we go. We can add a second section now. And that's pretty much it. Hopefully you enjoyed that session and learned something about how to transform your sounds and make them beat worthy or production ready. Yeah, we took that simple Reaktor patch, our simple bass, and we turned that into something that sounds more rich, more full for a production that we could use in our tracks. So feel free to stick around for the next session. I'm just going to actually be building it out a little bit more. But if you have to jump off, that's fine too. I will see you in the next sound design session. I'm going to continue with a little bit of building. And yeah. Let's add a little pad sound here. It's better sometimes to make your own. Okay, let's find a little bit of a lead. melody. And there we go. We got ourselves a simple little loop we can use in our productions. Hopefully you enjoyed the session, and I will see you in the next sound design session. Keep sound designing, and peace out. See ya.